Hello! It's your good friend Montrose Monkington III. I'm standing here in front of a grand flag. In honor of the WWE's UK Championship Tournament happening this weekend. Now, round one was today, and I'm going to do a breakdown of the whole tournament thing. Now, normally, so you're going to adjust that there. But normally, we would do a match by match, but that would take forever. And there'd be so many videos. So for this tournament, just going for this tournament, not the rest of the pay-per-views, this tournament, we're going to do a full recap of that first round. Now, Trent Seven defeated H.C. Dyer in a very stiff and hard-hitting match to set the tone for the tournament. Good work on both of them. I was glad to see that right out of the gate. Got things rolling and, like I said, set the tone for what would be the rest of a very entertaining round one in this tournament. A lot of hard hits. Then, Jordan Devlin. Finn Balor 2.0. Came out with the leather jacket and everything. They talked about how he was mentored by Finn Balor. If he doesn't win this whole thing, I guarantee you he'll probably be in some sort of program with Finn Balor. But he did win his match. He defeated Danny Burch, who I felt Danny Burch looked better in this match than Devlin did. And the match ending was kind of screwy. Devlin pinned Burch. They counted 3, even though he kicked out at 2. But I think it might have happened because of he was bleeding quite profusely back here. Right around here, in this spot. Bleeding quite badly. So they counted it. And then Devlin kicked him in the face. And just to be sure that he was a heel, after he kicked a man who was suffering from head trauma in the face, he then cut a promo about how he was happy that he had such a decisive win with no controversy whatsoever. If that match ending wasn't screwy on purpose, kudos to you, young man, for covering it up. Then we had match 3. Sam Gradwell, he beat Saxon Huxley with a flying headbutt. Interesting to see that in the WWE, since they normally don't do that sort of thing, since they're afraid of concussions, with good cause. Can ruin an entire career or life. So, I'm not sure how I feel about it, but it was a hard-hitting affair, and kudos to him for doing that. I hope it's a sometimes move and not an all-the-time move. Then we had Pete Dunne. He beat Roy Johnson. Pete Dunne looks like the unnatural love child of Fit Finlay and Daniel Bryan. There, I said it. I hope it's out there. Everyone can do with it as they will. He defeated Johnson with a move called the Bitter End. It was a pump handle flatliner. A very, very cool match and a very cool end. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Then we had Tyson Tbone. This chap is kind of a pikey. They call him a gypsy, which is, it's an Irish gypsy pikey. And he talked like him. I was hoping he was going to win the whole thing so I could hear him talk like that the entire time. And I hope he gets a contract so I can hear 1,000 promos that nobody else understands. But unfortunately, he lost. Lost to a fellow by the name of Wolfgang. So Tbone and Wolfgang fought it out. As you can tell by those names, that match was pure smash mouth. Just hit after hard hit, over and over and over again. Rinse, repeat. So entertaining. Such a fantastic match. Nothing fancy or flippy going on there. Just a lot of hard strikes and maneuvers that would make your teeth rattle. Good on you, both of you. Up next we had Joseph Connors, who he beat a fellow by the name of James Drake with a move called Don't Look Down, because it's gonna hurt. It was quite a cool move. It was a very physical match. Now this Joseph Connors fellow, if he doesn't win the WWE UK Championship, he's certainly going to win the Mick Foley Ear Cartilage Award, because he's missing a quarter of his ear. It's like it's sliced right off, right at the top part there, right where I did that part right up there. So yeah. It's really unsettling to see. That's all I can say about it, really. Match 7 had Mark Andrews defeat Mysterious Dan Maloney. What a terrible video package. I've seen things. What sort of things have you seen? Probably shouldn't say. What kind of promo is that? Ooh, I'm mysterious. You know what? Get the contract and then build the character. Because that was dreadful. Anyhow, I'm glad he lost and Mark Andrews moved on. Finally, Tucker lost to a fellow by the name of Tyler Bate, who is Jack Gallagher's evil doppelganger. He has a move called the Tyler Driver. What he doesn't have are knee pads. He really is. He's Jack Gallagher, but the evil version of him. So it would be interesting to see if he does get to the main roster, for him and Gallagher to have a gentlemanly program. Because Jack Gallagher is fantastic. Easily my favorite on the roster right now. And that's above Dean Ambrose, and that's saying something. Now, I love myself some Dean Ambrose, but, Jack Gallagher, very British, very gentlemanly. Good on you, sir. Good on you. So, yes, that was the round one. Very good show. Afterwards, there was a cheap shot from Pete Dunne onto Sam Gradwell. Thought it was going to be some sort of fracas. They tried to break it down. They broke it up there, and then William Regal was giving old Pete Dunne a piece of his mind, yelling right in his face. Some good stuff, leading to some drama that is going to be round two. Good show all. And what, a very interesting crowd. They were chanting and singing along and saying some nonsense and really letting you know that, hey, there's a crowd here. We're not just sitting on our hands. You know what? I welcome it. There are some people out there, let's call them geezers or fogies or old farts, who should really, they just complain about that sort of thing. Really, they should just go watch some Japanese wrestling where people just sit on their hands and applaud an onlock. Or, go to bed and have some Metamucil and hopefully when you wake up, you're regular because you're old. That crowd was insane, on fire, incensed. They added to the show. Thank you. Thank you, UK crowd, for doing exactly the sort of thing that we've come to expect from the fine denizens of the United Kingdom. I am looking forward to round two, if you cannot tell. It is going to be so fantastic. I'm going to watch it, and I will give another recap then tomorrow night as well. So until then, this was myself, in front of the Union flag, Montrose Monkington III, Esquire, saying, Rule Britannia!